Welcome everybody once again. Hey, Psycho Candy, what's up? Welcome everybody to the Brother Speak podcast. This is Brother Speak. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. Got some interesting things to talk about. I was at the AVN Expo and the AVN Awards this past weekend. Um, Interesting show. I also understand why I don't like award shows. Yeah, but the AVN Awards was very that was very interesting. The awards were thing, but the expo was interesting too. Um, it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. I thought it would be a little more wilder than I did what it actually was, but it was still wilder. One of the wildest things I ever seen. I mean, just porn stars just everywhere, and I'm not even into porn like I used to be, like years and years ago. I watch it every once in a while. But I thought it was interesting to go, so I just went. And I thought I would see people that I like the old stars and I used to see, so I can just meet them. Now there was a few I didn't meet, but a lot of them I didn't know. I'm like, who's this lady? She's a porn star. I didn't know a lot of them, but there were a lot of beautiful women there. But you saw a lot of women that also had a lot of work done. You can like literally tell they had a lot of work done. Like I mean, just off the bat, man, some of those stars are falling out. Those stars are falling out of the sky. You, you would think I'm like all these people around. I'm like, who? I don't know. Now some I did know. Like there was one named Dean Siren. I remember her because she used to do like doing videos. I had I know one chick that went into that industry. I had a class with her in high school. Can't watch her material. Wow, that's that's crazy. Yeah. Now, one person I do like Dean Siren. She used to live in Houston, and she used to do videos. There was a place that I used to go to, a club that I used to go to, that she would do her some of her videos over there with her husband. And so I knew I've seen her before. Went to one of her shows at that same place. She did a show with another lady, and yeah, that was pretty wild. That was a pretty wild thing. Um, but yeah, it was just a lot of porn stars. Every sexual thing. The only thing I didn't see was the sex dolls. I was like, where are the sex dolls? I would have thought that would be the main thing there, but no, there wasn't no sex doll. But there was something close, but no sex doll. But all the like only well, not OnlyFans. OnlyFans wasn't there, but they had loyal fans. I got this. They gave this out bag. So different competing websites. They had that My Free Cams. They gave us this bag along with other stuff. Which you can't see it because clear. They gave us that. They were giving out stuff. All these women were giving out their cards. Hey, you can test my website out. Free trials for my website. I mean, like, I got calls from a whole bunch of people. They were literally giving them. I know one chick who was, I guess, representing the porn star. She's giving it here. I'm like, okay. The other guy was like, hey, do you get? Yeah, I already got it. I don't need them all. I'm getting a whole ton of stuff. Like, I even got like a little mini vibrator. I'm like, okay. But yeah, they had the fetish stuff that was there. Um, People tying up. You got one chick was acting like a dog. Um, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna put that video up. I might Might get flagged on YouTube. I'm not gonna put that there. But yeah, that was crazy stuff. But one day I did say I thought it was gonna be bigger. I thought they had like a little more events going on. While that, because I also went to the Etchy Expo, which was in San Marcos last month. Now they had their booths, but they also had like little events going, like comedy stuff, um, talking about the anime, talking about different parts of the genre, the etchy part, anime and stuff like that. I thought they were gonna do something like that, but they didn't do that. But they did have demonstrations of BDSM. They had um, they had the LBGTQ was represented. That the the G guys was there. They had their thing. Of course, you had the El Caminos were there. I got into a conversation with the El Camino. He was dressed up. Had it because she I was wearing my a Dragon Ball Super hoodie. I guess if you could see, I don't know if you could see it in that background, but I don't know. Maybe I can might see it if I move. But I was wearing that, and so that got a lot of people like, "Oh, you like Dragon Ball?" So that got me a lot of interest with that. Um, but boy, I mean, it was packed. You had people in motor scooters, wheelchairs coming through. I mean, it's like it was bigger than the Etchy Expo by far. I mean, you just had a whole bunch of people. We were crowded. That some people would stand in line for one of the porn stars, and you just stuck until they move because you don't want to be bumping around. And then all of a sudden, you bump into one of these chicks, you know. But everybody was real nice. Everybody, if they want a picture, hey, you want a picture? They'll take a picture with you. Now, the bigger stars, I saw Ginger Lynn. Anybody know who that is? She's a legend. Stormy Daniels there. I saw her. Uh, Katie Morgan. Anybody? I don't know anybody. Young people don't know, but older people they know. They would know her. Katie Morgan was there. Um, I saw who else I saw? Daisy De Conte. Yeah, probably some of y'all might not know her, but she's really big, like in the kink section, And there's the Ultimate Surrender, which is like women wrestling, sexual wrestling. She's bigger than that. I seen her. I talked to her. She was real nice. She was a real nice lady, but you could tell she was like she didn't like the crowds, and I could tell she wasn't like the crowd was bothering. The crowd stuff was bothering. Some of my old famous are Obsession, Promise, Jada Fire. I was hoping to meet them, but I didn't see them there. Maybe they came because this was like when they went Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. This was pretty much the whole week. I could only get to come on Friday, so I went Friday and then Saturday. I didn't get to go the whole week because I couldn't get off until um, I couldn't get off till Thursday, and I had to fly over to Las Vegas, and there was no way I'm going to go fly over there, then go to that and be just out of nah. I'm not doing that. Yeah, but yeah, I didn't see none of Hazel Gray's Havana Ginger and her twin sister. Yeah, yeah, I didn't see nothing. I didn't see them. But like the old, I don't know if you, Cycle Ken, do you know a Sin Sage? You know who that is? Maybe you might know who that is. I saw her. She was big, like in the more of the lesbian scene. Yeah, I mean, she was great in that. I tried to talk to her, but there was so many people just talking to her and like couldn't really get to talk to her. But I also saw Alexis Texas. I saw her. Now I will say this: some of the women look like their photos. They really look like their photos, and some of them did not. Oh, you're 23. Yeah, that's. She was like mid 2000s, something like that. Yeah, you probably wouldn't know her. Kind of like mid 2000s. Yeah, but I will say she did. She took care of her body. Yeah, Katie Morgan looked kind of same, like the same she did. Stormy Daniels looked pretty much the same. Ginger Lynn, yeah, she older. I think she in her 60s now. Yeah, but uh, who else did I meet? I also saw Prince. I forgot. I can't think of that guy's name. But I'm starting consuming at a young age, but I don't know of her. Yeah, yeah, that's Ginger, especially Ginger Lynn. Yeah, that's way before a lot of people time. You, that's old folks like me. I know of her, but yeah, and Stormy Daniels too. But yeah, Sensei, she's not like that old, but yeah, she was like mid 2000s. I think she still do content, but it's like her heyday was like in the early 2000s. You didn't see Jake Steed. That man has been on the run since the early 2000s. No, no, I saw Lexington Steele, but he was at the awards, which I'm gonna get to that one. But like I said, the expo was it was different. I thought it was gonna be more. I really thought it was gonna be a little more wild, bigger, had more little events. But it was just the expo, the booths, and they did do the demonstration with the BDSM and the whole time things. One thing I did say that was really crazy. This black guy, big buff black guy, was trying to sell penis rings, and these things literally count how many times you thrust before you. They just count how many times you thrust. So, and then they upload it to a website so you can compare. He was selling that thing like a motherfucker. He was selling that thing. I mean, I was so tempted to buy it, but I'm like, no, I'm not. But he almost convinced me. I'm not gonna lie, he almost convinced me. But shoot, he was. I mean, he was trying to sell that thing. He had one woman almost convinced. This one guy said, "Oh, I burnt that thing out. Come on, man, you can buy it." I think he ended up buying it. He ended up buying it. But man, it was crazy. The bunch of women there, all shapes and sizes. I mean, just you you couldn't tell who was the porn stars and who was not. Now I couldn't tell really because, like I said, unless they had the badge on, you really couldn't tell because everybody was just dressed up. You know, it was that's what it was. So it was different. Would I go again? I probably would. Um, but it was definitely. I thought I was going to see a sex doll. I did not see it, but I saw something close. Let me pull up the picture right quick. Did see something close. I'm gonna pull that up. There. Okay, I'm gonna pull that up right here. At this point, I don't give. Now, this I did see. Now, this wasn't no sex doll, but that was close. So I saw that, and let me tell you something. That seemed very. You smacked that thing, yeah. That seemed like if you've been blessed with a woman with a nice behind, you know how to when you slap it, you know it wiggles. That thing was wiggling. I was like, God dang. And the company, this is the company that makes it. Hold on, let me get that off the screen. This is the company that made it. Duke's Dolls there. They make that. So I was like, well, let me get away from there. Cause shit, I'm gonna be tempted to buy it. But that was about the closest sex doll I'm gonna see. Um, that's what I was really looking to see. I was like, I wanted to see that, but fortunately they didn't have it. But they had other stuff. They had every sex thing that you need from the you know, to the jelly to the vibrates, everything pretty much. If you needed a sexual toy, you can get it there. It was there. It was there. And like I said, all the different anything that wasn't OnlyFans was probably there. So they were trying to get you to sign up. One was talking about investments. Every every size of women. They had big girl websites. Let me show you that. Let me look here. Show you that. And for all these people keep saying, that's neat. There's a DS doll robotics they've made football. I consider Persian one. Oh, then I say that Psycho Candy. Yeah, yeah. That's I thought that was going to be there. If it was going, if any place that would be, it would be there. But they didn't have it. I guess I don't know. They didn't have it. What was that website? I'm trying to find it. Hold on. Here's what I get for not being prepared. I'm not prepared, as I usually not. I'm not prepared for this. I just be doing stuff. What is that? Okay. Let's see. Now, I got this calendar. This is the Big and Beauty Blush Erotica site. There was some big women up in there. And then there was this chick. This chick was there. People were getting her stuff. They were getting her pictures. They were taking pictures, and she was talking shit. I'm like, so when all these guys talking about, oh, nobody like big girls, nobody like all these. Listen, they were selling here. Dudes was taking pictures. Dudes wanted to take pictures with this. Don't ever tell me big girl. Nobody gonna be messing with big girls. I'm like, wrong person to tell me that. So they would represent skinny women with there, big women that went. Oh Lord, yes, that's right. Oh Lord, when I saw it, I was like, oh Lord, oh Lord. And she wasn't the only one. I was like, oh Lord. Let me show you some. I got some other pictures. Yeah, I can show you like very quick. Hold on. Now, no, I did not take a picture with her. Mm, mm, no, I can't. I can't. No, it's just can't do it. I got the call. I got the call. Got out of there. But no, I was not taking a picture with that. But I did take a picture with some people. Hold on. Yeah. Let me share this. Share screen. Mm, okay. Now that lady, her name is Chantel Barbie. Took a picture with her. She was real nice. Like, I mean, she just came up to me like, "Hey, you want me to take your picture?" I was like, "Okay, no problem." I mean, you want the ass view? I'm like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm good, but nah, we can take the face picture." She was real nice. I liked her. She was real nice. There was another lady that I took a picture with. Let me show that one. There's this lady. She was real sweet. Her name is. I gotta look that name up. Who is that? Seven, five. Her name. Wait, I know. I got the other picture. Make sure. I'm trying not to show that. Okay. So I don't want to show that one too. Her name is Brianna Scarlett, and she like really came up to me. I was like, and I'm a fan of redheads, so I like redheads. So this was like an added bonus. So she was real nice. She was real sweet. I'm like taking pictures with her. She was real sweet. I said, I got it. She came up to me and gave me the stuff. She was pretty nice. She's pretty cute. Yeah, she's pretty cute. Redheaded. I like red. I like redheads. So that was a added bonus. I said, and she came up to me. At first, I didn't take the picture because I was kind of feeling the vibe of the place. Then I doubled back. I said, yeah, I got to get a picture with her. So I got a picture with her. She was real sweet. Sorry about that. Pushed the wrong button. Um, got a picture with her. Okay, this one is Augusta Sky. I never seen any of her work. If I did, it was probably I don't know who she is, but I like yeah. I got to get a picture with her. Got to get that picture. Wait a minute. Did I see that? Oh, god damn it. Let me share the screen here. Yeah, this was Augusta Sky. Big. That was a beautiful chick. I'm like, man, I got to get a picture of her. Got her picture. August. No, not Augusta. August Sky. My bad. Now I would show that picture, but I would show that the picture I actually got of her that she signed. But yeah, I probably get shut down on YouTube for that. So I'm not gonna be doing that. But she was real. She was very beautiful. She looked great. Yes. Yeah, she very. That was a very attractive lady. I was like, yeah, I gotta get a picture with her. Man, let's see who else I got here. Okay, this one is Naomi Fox. She looks familiar, but for the life of me, if you ask me who she is, I don't know who she is. But I saw that picture. I said, beautiful lady, I gotta take this picture. And this hating ass can't. This can't. I had the guy hold the phone while I could take the picture, but this dude, I swear to God, I think he was hating. I don't know if she didn't want to take a picture with him or something. I don't know. He was like, he was doing this shit. Like, he was doing this. Then he took this blurry picture. I'm like, what the? This guy. I swear, I think that cameraman was hating. I swear that guy was hating. I'm like, what the fuck? This hating ass dude. All you had to do was ask. You could have got the picture. Why you hating on me? God damn it. So yeah, we had. So that was what's going on. I have some other pictures, but I'm probably not gonna put that on here. So that's just a few of the people I took pictures with. Well, actually, this one I do want to show because, like I said, my anime shirt really brought people. This name is Kiwa Kawaii Grin, and I guess she do the porn, but she also do anime. So anime characters, cosplaying. So we had a good conversation about anime and stuff. So took a picture of that one. She had a website. So that was pretty fun. And she was a sweet girl. I mean, and no, none of the women like was like stuck up or anything like. And really, they really didn't charge unless you actually wanted a like a picture already picture signed picture. They would charge for that. But as far as just like taking pictures, um, they didn't have no problem with that. They was just like, hey, you want to take a picture? Some would just get, like I said, the women that the Brianna and QI Green and the channel Bob, they just, hey, you want to take a picture with me? I'm like, sure, no problem. Sure, shoot, shit, no problem. Shit, I was not tripping over that. But yeah, who's this? Now this lady, boy, she was trying to sell hard. I mean, sell. This lady was sell. Her name is Miana Wolf. Oh, she was selling hard. Hey, here, come take a picture. Come, you can sign for my website for free, 30 days. I'm like, okay. I wasn't even trying to take a picture, but okay. But you know, what am I supposed to do? Say no? So I took a picture with her too. But yeah, it was a great vibe, and it just and I kind of thought I would be out of place, but there was so many people there, black people there, a lot of black people there, black women there, black men there. Of course, white people gonna be there and all that, but it was a great environment. It was a little cramped, like I said. It was very cramped. Um, it was very cramped because it's just like a whole ton of people. So if I had to like, would I go there again? Yeah, I probably would. But I probably look into who's actually gonna go. try to find out who's gonna go and see if it's more worth my time. But as an event, it was a cool event. You know, just seeing all these porn stars you probably and seeing people that I did watch in actual real life, and you know it was crazy. Now the AVN Awards itself, um, like I said at the beginning, I understand why I don't like award shows. I will say the comedian that they had hosting, I think his name was Mark. He was good. He was good. The two women he had with him was Abuela Danger and Rhea Sunshine. Abuela got better as the show gone. Ray was just terrible. And then they had the people up there come up there announcing the awards. I literally was doing this. Let me show y'all. This was what I was doing as a lot of them were talking. That's how bad it was. Like nails on a chalk, nails scratching a chalkboard. Bad. That's how bad they were. I don't know if they were reading scripts. Maybe they were. I don't know. Maybe they told. It would have been better if they just went and just say, "Hey, say, do your thing. Just say what the award is, who wins, but do your own thing." I don't know if they wrote them shit. If they did, it was god awful. That's a shame. They even had Lex Steele up there, and I know people know Lex Steele. Ooh, poor Lex. I'm like, he had to be a part of that stuff. That was cringeworthy. But they had musical guests. I think Kehlani. I don't know who that is. She sung one, and I forgot the other lady. She was a Jamaican chick, nice ass. I didn't care for the I didn't care for neither song, but she had a great body. But other than that, that stuff was the people announcing was cringeworthy. Um, but the people when they won their awards, you actually could tell they were genuinely happy to win those awards. I never it didn't feel like nobody was that didn't want to be there. They genuinely happy. I just thought that them and now seeing that stuff was cringeworthy. And I remember this is why I don't like watching award shows on TV because of that stuff is cringe. And these are like actors and actresses who've been there before, and it's cringeworthy. These are people who probably don't do that very often. It was 10 times worse. It was ah. I just wanted to please let this end, please. I'm like that was cringeworthy. I will probably not go to these awards again. I will no, I will not. I'll go to the expo, but I will not go to these awards. I cannot listen to that them people unless they change it where they just let these people just go be themselves and try to do it. But that probably would have been better because it seemed like they were reading the script and maybe they weren't. I hope they were just reading the script. Please, please let them be reading the script. And I will say, if they were reading the script, AVN Award people, whoever running it, please just let them go out there and do their own shit. Just let them go do it. It probably would be better off. It would probably be more funny and probably less cringeworthy because that shit was cringe worthy. I was like nails on the chalkboard. Ski, ski. So as far as the awards, I will never, I will not go to that no more. I can't do it. It reminded me why I do not watch award. shows. Just that shit alone was cringeworthy. At least the comedian was great. And like I said, Bella Danger, she got better as the show got on. She was better. Ray of Sunshine was, yeesh. I'm like, I hope y'all act. I hope y'all don't act like that in the porn scene. I know y'all. Some of you don't, especially Abuela Danger. She's an actually good porn star, but if you were called to act, just stick to stick to the sex scenes. Okay, y'all good. A lot of them, yeah, just stick to the sex scenes. Yeah, y'all probably better that doing that. There's an announcing stuff. No, don't put them in this position. No, at least let them just do their own thing. It probably be better. But yeah, overall, AVN Expo was great. If if you've never been, please go look. You might see some porn stars. If you into porn or you just casual, you'll probably see a star. You get to actually talk to them instead of just jerking off hoping you can see them. You can actually talk to them. It's cool. AVN Awards. I mean, if you can stand that them trying to butcher this whole announcing shit, I mean, you can go see that. It was interesting, but I would not go to that no more. No, not at all. Well, that is true. Yes, these award shows, cringeworthy TV. That's why I only do clips and only for the musical clips and maybe the comedic clips. But watch that whole thing? No, hell no. I can't do that. That thing was that thing was only like I want to say 2 maybe 3 hours. It felt like forever. It felt forever. Just on the fact that these people announcing and just doing a horrible job. And I understand they were nervous and that's not their natural thing. I get it, and I'm not trying to be like an asshole about it, but that shit was cringeworthy. I'm just sorry. I can't say either way. I was like, oh my god, I will never go to that award show ever again. And it's not because it was just bad or hope. It was like subpar. All the production was great for a war show that people can actually go to. That's within price range. It was not bad. It's just these people announced, which is cringeworthy, man. I can't do it. But let me get off of that. That's the more entertaining thing that I did, and with pictures and everything. But let's get to more of a serious topic. Frank James. He pled guilty to terrorism last Tuesday. I mean, yeah, so it was last Tuesday. He pled guilty to 10 counts of terrorism. Now, if I remember, this was back in, let me look at I gotta find it. That, stop sharing that. This. Okay. Deranged gunman who opened fire on a packed subway train, shooting 10 commuters, sparking a terror underground that left several more injured, plead guilty to um, Tuesday to the gruesome attack. Okay, he did that in April 12th of 2022. Frank James, 63, spoke in a matter-of-fact tone as he admitted to in the Brooklyn federal court that he wanted to seriously injure commuters when he shot up the Manhattan bound in train on April 12, 2022. My intention was to cause serious bodily injury to the people on the train, James said, appearing relaxed and unemotional during the hearing. The cold-blooded creep last month, wow, our reporter sure is non-biased on this one, indicating last month through his attorneys that he intended to cop to 10 counts of committing a terroristic act or other violence against a mass transportation system, one for each gunshot victim, and one count of discharging a firearm filed against him in a superseding indictment. He faces life in prison when he is sentenced at a later date. So yeah. Um, so I looked at the whole thing and I read up the whole the charges he can get, and he's facing as little as 1.5 years to 25 years to life for each count. Let me stop sharing that screen. So yeah, he is 1.5 years to 25 years for life for just one charge. Now, so he can get anywhere from 10.5 years, so about 11 years, to, yeah, he ain't getting out. He ain't getting out no more. So yeah, he's gonna be in there a while. And they really plan to make an example of this goofy. But this is what happens when you are so fucking angry with society, these women. Now, here's the thing: anger can be used. It could be a good motivator. I'm not gonna say it's not. I mean, when you talk about the civil rights movement, a lot of that was based on anger towards white folks for the mistreatment. So I will never say not being angry, especially if it's a righteous anger, can motivate people to do great things, rebuild their life, help communities. Anger is a big part of that, especially if it's righteous. But what happens is when you don't control that anger, it leads to stuff like this. You up there want to shoot 10 people, and now because this was your plan, just to shoot 10 people, well, shoot people, not 10 people specifically. That's all he could shoot and hit. You intended to injure people, possibly kill one of them, because depending on how where he shot them at, they could have been dead. It's just even just a lousy shot, maybe, that nobody died, but you still gonna face a whole your rest of your life. You're gonna be in prison. You 63. I don't know about y'all, but I've seen, even in the prison I work at, it's not a place you want to be if you're old, because especially at the prison where I am, it's not a medical prison. The nurses and stuff are only here from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Past that time, we got to send you either to the medical unit, which is down the street, or we got to send you to the hospital. And then in that hospital, mm, let's just say I'd rather go somewhere else. And that's me not being an inmate. I'd rather go somewhere else. So you can imagine you being an inmate going over there. And if they can't treat you, then they got to ship you either to another hospital or they got to ship you to a medical prison unit in Galveston. So you got to get on another. You had to go on either on a chain bus, and a lot of those things are raggedy, or you go in the ambulance. And we got a lot of them. They just refuse. Oh, no, I'm not going. I'm like, why you not? I'm not going over there. And look, I'm not going to convince you. That ain't my job. My job is just to inform you. Hey, you got this medical appointment. They're sending you to Galveston. Do you want to go or not? That's all. That's all I can do. I'm not medical. I can't tell you to go or not go. All I can tell you, hey, do you want to go or not? And then they say no. We used to have to write them up for doing it, but with COVID happened, they changed that. So now it's just like, yeah, just get the paperwork, show that they refuse, give it to medical, and that's it. Now, this is Texas. I could about imagine it might be worse in New York. And he's 63. Just if they give him just a minimum, which is 1.5 years, times that by 10, that's 10.5 years. He'll be 73 by the time he gets out. You look what happened to Bill. And the only thing Bill was accused of was raping these women. But he got out on appeal. This guy pled guilty. Good luck with that. But this is what happens when you don't control your anger. It makes you do things that you really shouldn't be doing. None of these people are worth your freedom. They're not worth your freedom. Prison and hospital is the worst place to be sick. Absolutely. Absolutely, because you don't know who you getting. You don't know what doctor you getting. That doctor could be pissed off one day and yeah, you fucked. I know. That happened to my ex-wife. Yeah, she got the wrong doctor. It didn't go too well. Set her back. From the videos he uploaded, I don't think he was mentally all the way there. Yeah, he wasn't. He wasn't. But part of that is that his just that anger and rage that he had against society. It wasn't just he was just when you know some of these black male feminists and some of these women trying to make it. He was just angry at black women. No, he was angry with society. Period. He was angry with society because he wouldn't just if he wanted just to go after black women. There's other places he can go where just black women are frequented, and he just bust a cap there. He didn't go after them. He went at everybody. He was angry at everybody. Black women, black men, white people, everybody. He was just angry, bitter. He thought they were just fucking with him. Now, but if you look at his record, he was just doing stupid shit. He wasn't. Yeah, I've been angry at society at times. I slept delete before I think of deleting others. Yeah, yeah. Cycle. I get that. this society is not worth self-delete. I mean, if you're going to self-delete, do it on your own terms. Don't do it because of this fucking society. If you old and sick, if you want to self-delete, I ain't got no problem with that. I understand that. That's between you and whatever God you believe in. And don't believe all these people talking about you going straight to hell because you self delete. No, you get judgment. Just like any other sin, you get judgment. But again, that is a personal choice. I am not here to say you shouldn't self delete or not. Because if you sick and you don't want to take it no more, I'm not gonna be the one to tell you no, don't self delete. But don't do it because society. That shit to me, that's a cop out. I'd rather be a bane to society than do that though. You know, but I get where you're coming from, Psycho. But but yeah, and this is a sad thing. He's going to get life in prison. He's potentially even if you he gets the minimum, he's potentially getting life in prison because there's no guarantee he'll make it to 70. All the years he'll serve. There's no guarantee. And if they give him the max, yeah, that's it. He done. I'm sorry. Calling me working in the prison for 15 years, even in the best of situations, and the prison I work at is not that hard. I still would not want to be in there unless I absolutely had to be in there serving time. But just because I'm angry with society, because I feel like they done me dirty, even though a lot of that stuff he did was his own doing. Nah, this society ain't worth that. So that's just me in my thought process. Um, but yeah, that's what happens when you let this anger and rage build in you and you do not control it. It messes with your mind, it messes with your body, it messes with your spirit. All this is connected. And if one's out of whack, all of it's gonna be out. What's the use of taking out people that won't be remembered? What's the use in taking out people that won't be remembered anyway? Well, Psycho, but the thing if it is, who cares if they remember it or not? It's what's going to happen to you. What's but I get what you're saying. Yeah, what's the use of taking people? Yeah, I get what you're saying on that end. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, what's the use? They ain't gonna be remembered anyway, and then you just in prison for the rest of your life. But the thing with him is he didn't take out nobody, and he's still gonna. Nobody's gonna remember these people. We don't know their names. We don't even know the person that turned in the tip. He just victim one? I guess that's what they called him. We don't even know that guy's name. All this for what? Could use that anger to build his life. He could have used that, channel it to build something of himself and made himself great. And I get it. He was mentally, but at the stages of his anger, he could have done better. But he let it fester and he ain't getting no help. Like he would better have channeling the anger into something else. Yes, that's what a lot of these people, a lot of these dudes who are so angry with women and so angry with society. If you just channel that into something to build yourself up, I'm not even saying do something positive for society. That's a personal choice again. I'm not the community person. I'm not the fucking build society, but for your own sake, at least do it for your own sake. You know, this ain't worth it. Not work. You going now? You's gonna spend your last years in a prison cell, and you don't know where they're gonna put you. I'm guarantee you they're not gonna put him in protected custody. That ain't happening. So he's gonna be in general population. I watched your welcome back stream or something like that. I like what you said about men finding purpose other than families, women, and children. Yes, that's important because you got so many men that once they have the woman and children, they forget themselves. And then when they lose that, they like their life is over. You got to have something to do other than women. You got to have something to do other than children. Something that's yours. Now you can build like a business or something and leave it to the children, but it is yours. It's got to be something outside of children, outside of women. It's just like what they teach the women. They're like, you got to have something outside of men and children. They're teaching these women that, but we don't teach the men that. We teach they teach the opposite to men, which is the strangest thing. Again, and this is the results. Now they mad at society. Mad at society. And then, especially when you talk about black men, like why they killing the women? I mean, deleting the women. Why are they deleting themselves? Why are they doing all this? What do you think? What do you think? To leave a legacy then through family. The family isn't guaranteed to be that. Yes. Yeah, I did a video on that. Legacy. You can leave a legacy without having children. You can leave a legacy without having a wife. It has just had to be something that people, hell, your legacy is something that you remember yourself and the people around you will remember you by. That's your legacy. It could affect the world, it could affect a few people, it could affect anything. Men are looked at as worker drones, keep your head down, get a woman, have children, contribute to society with taxes. Yeah, that's how they get guys to do that. And that's the program they give a lot of guys. Uh, work till you die, make sure the family good. You lose yourself, it's about your family, but the guy loses himself in the process. Meanwhile, we talk to women outside the family, do for yourself, be more selfish. Acting crazy. Strange. That's how they do. And it leads to stuff like this with Frank James. Then you had that guy in Buffalo. Then you have not the one that killed all the black. Well, you can add him into that too. You got the white boys who are doing the same stuff because they told them women want everything. They can't get a woman. Everybody got to get a bullet. Whether it's black folks or just everybody, kids, everybody get these bullets. I can't get no woman. I guess everybody, I'm getting bullied. I can't get a girlfriend and everybody bullying me. I guess everybody got to get these bullets today. Wait a minute. Why everybody got to get the bullet? Why I got to get a bullet because you can't get no woman? That ain't my problem. Well, I've had problems getting women too, but you don't see me going everybody. I'm like, no, everybody ain't. God damn. I'm like, God damn, I'm cool. I've got other things to do. Look, let me show you. Look at the picture again. Right here. I wish I could point better. Yeah. See, this is what I'm doing. This is what I do. Do things your own way. Resist the societal program and expectation. Yeah, you gotta be your own person. There are too many people who want to control you, and it's great. I mean it's just too many people want to control you as a person. If you tell black community, white community, Asian community, everybody wants to control you. And it's and they keep saying it's for your benefit, but it's never for your benefit. It's for the benefit of someone else. Black community. It's usually never benefit for the men, it's for the benefit of the women. It's not even benefit for the children, for the women. And we already know about the white folks, so we don't even got to go in there. And the Asian people and all that. It's for everybody's benefit but the black man. That's why it's important to know yourself, understand yourself, do things your own way. Even if they call you lame, even if they ever hate you, so be it. As long as you're doing your things your way and you're satisfied with it at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Because you ain't got a woman? Man, what you doing with your life? I mean, if I'm doing with my life. I mean, you know how many goofy dudes who got women? You can name them. As long as you living your life the way you want to live it, that's all that matters. Doesn't mean don't improve. This is the kind of discussion that should have gone in their manosphere, the current. Yeah, but they let the women in, then they let the dating coaches in, then they let goofy guys who really just want to get the money and stir that anger and not stir that anger and channel that anger to improving black men. No, it's to stir the anger so they can get their pockets, but leading them to the path of destruction. All these players, same thing. My father told me in a more crass way about focus on me and leave the women alone. Yeah. And I'll be honest, my mother thought I was going to go down the path of my grandfather. Because my grandfather was the biggest trick to the day he passed away. I really do appreciate this discussion, bro. Yeah, because nobody's going to tell you this, really. Nobody's going to tell you this on YouTube. Only people who are of this are neutral, black pilled, but not on the hatred tip, can have this discussion with you. You can't have this discussion in the black manosphere. You can't have this discussion with a lot of pro-blacks. You can't have this discussion with some of these guys who claim to be pro-black, but they really black male feminists. You can't have this discussion because they want you to be a slave in some way, form, or fashion. They want you to be that way. They want you angry. They want you to be self-serving to women. They want you to be self-serving to these women. Because as long as you're subservient, you're not a threat. As long as you're subservient to these women, you're not a threat. As long as you're subservient to these white folks, you're not a threat. The Asian folks, you're not a threat. What they don't want, and this is everybody, from the black manosphere to the black male feminists, some of these pro-blacks, these black women, white people, they don't want an independent thinking black man. They don't want a black man who wants to go his own way. They do not want that because you can't be controlled. Because you question everything. And when you question everything, people can't stand that shit. They want you to just go along with it. Go along with it. It's okay. It's okay. No, don't think, do. You're either going to be a guard dog or a fucking slave. Principal purpose of man did his things his own way. I never really explored his discography until after his death. Yes, Prince was just he just did his own thing. He did not care. He did not care. You thought he was LBTQ or whatever. He was going to do whatever he wanted to do till his untimely death. And some people still think he got taken out because he was going to own all his catalog. And that catalog that he would have owned, he wrote a lot of songs for a lot of people. A lot of people. That's a lot of money. That's going to be taken away from record companies' hands into his own. Matter of fact, that stuff I think it was Seth Rogen. No, some actor had said, yeah, Prince wanted me to do a movie with him. They did the video. He said, I'm not releasing it. I'm keeping it with me. What are you gonna tell him? Prince the one hired him. Oh no, you should release it. Prince like, nope. That's Prince. Prince did his own thing. Hell, Michael same way. Michael Jackson same way. Those companies wanted him to sell his catalog. And here's the thing with Michael Jackson was even worse than Prince because Michael Jackson not only owned his own stuff, he also owned the Beatles catalog. The Beatles catalog is worth billions. And he was not going to sell it. Sony was trying to get him to sell it. He was like, nope. Even when he was like on paper in debt. Now he didn't have no liquid money, but that catalog, he would never be broke. That's why they sent a doctor to, you know what? They don't want black men to do their own thing. Because you will question, you will think. You will not just be bowing down. And a lot of these, they got Little Richard, he got from the Beatles catalog, he gave, yeah, Michael was doing that too. He was giving back those people's catalogs. That was another reason why they got rid of Michael. Because he wanted his people that he admired to eat. Say what you want about him being weird, but when it was handled business, Michael handled his business. Just like Prince. He handled his business. So but that's what happened when you were a black man who is not under this spell of women, under the spell of the society. I hate to be the conspiracy theorist, but you can see it. You look at all these channels, the player channels, the black women channels, these good dudes who blackmail feminists who claim they really want to help black men, but they really blackmail feminists in disguise. They don't want a black man to be independent thinking. They really don't, because they can't control them. You're not gonna be a guard dog. I'm not gonna go. Woman said go attack. I'm not going. I don't give a damn. Fight your own battles. If you're not a benefit to me, I'm not fighting your battles. Just like on here, I don't fight nobody else's battles. You fight your own. That's why I'm not on one side or the other. If I agree with you, I agree with you. If I don't, I don't. But I am not a cheerleader for anybody. I'm my own person, and I stay my own person. I'm going to question. I'm going to challenge. I'm going to think for myself. If you don't like that, hey, don't have me around. No problem. That's like the some of the women that ever saw network, they couldn't stand me because no, I'm not going. I'm not just yes sir to everything y'all think. I ain't doing that. Oh, you fake. Okay. Keep thinking that. Just because I won't kiss your ass, I'm not doing that. Nope. I will agree when I need to agree with you. When I don't, I don't, and I just keep it pushing. So I can move in all these different circles and have no problems. And I can listen to everybody. If some things that make sense, it makes sense. If it don't, it don't. That's all. And that's all you should be doing as a black man. If it makes sense, it makes sense. If it don't, no. And if it goes against your best interest, no. That's just what it is. You know, because but this is how they want you to do. Like, and it kind of leads to this other story that I was looking at. And again, this is what happens when people they don't want black men to be independent thinking. They don't want black men. They just want you to make all this money, give it back. Don't question nothing. No, see the black woman suffered enough. No, just give her everything. She suffered enough. She went through. But you know, this is how it is. You need to pull yourself for the bootstraps. I'm like, no, I pull my bootstraps up for me, myself, and the people that support me. Everybody else kick rocks. But anyway, this was sad, and but it's also a good thing. It shows a black woman that really support her man. And how another black woman, just a scumbag, and making her whole family look like scumbags. So let me read this here. Share this. Share screen. Yeah. Okay. Keisha Kiara, I don't know how to say that name, posts little receipts for Gucci Man did pay for Big Scar's rent funeral. Let's see. I'm going to say her first name. I'm not trying to say that other name. Okay. Keisha shares that Gucci Mane paid for Big Scar's funeral. Keisha is credited for saving Gucci Mane's fortune. When he went to prison, Gucci reportedly left $3 million to Keisha. While he was away, Keisha reportedly turned that $3 million to $30 million. As a result, Gucci Mane returned in a stronger position. In the end of 2022, Gucci dealt with the passing of Big Scarr. After promising to pay for the funeral, Gucci was accused of lying about paying for the funeral. As a result, Keisha is speaking out in defense of her man. Keisha has risen to become one of the most popular influencers on social media. Unlike a lot of these ladies, Keisha actually owns her company. In addition, Keisha has a strong position as one of the label owners in hip hop. Prior to his 1017 Eskimo label, Gucci had a large roster of artists. While all of them left Gucci, almost all of them have found major success. This was a reason for his current crop of artists signed to him. Keisha watched as Big Scarr friends and family ran Gucci Mane's name down. While they accused Gucci of lying about paying for the funeral, Keisha found the receipts. In her IG story, Keisha shared actual receipts of payments Gucci sent to the funeral home. After that, she shared how the people close to Big Scarr treated Gucci. They said they paid for the funeral and sent flowers. However, Big Scar's family didn't even send a thank you in response. And you see, these are the receipts that she was sending. Now, Keisha posts app, additional receipts of Gucci paying up to $20,000 for Big Scar's funeral after Scar's sister downplayed $10K being spent, claiming Gucci initially backed out of paying. Big Scarr, a few weeks ago, Gucci Mane's 1017 rapper Big Scarr passed away suddenly at the age of 22. His uncle went on to say that this was due to overdose of prescription pain medicine. Scarr was said to have been at his girlfriend's house at the time of the incident. However, on Sunday, Gucci Mane trended after claims made by Scarr's sister that he backed out of paying for the funeral. The payment was supposed to be for $10,000. The claim was also made that Gucci wanted the chains that he gifted Scarr returned to him. Therefore, on Monday morning, Gucci's wife, Keisha, responded by posting a photo of the receipt of Gucci paying $10K. Scar's sister now responding as she brushed off receiving the $10K. She downplayed this being any significant sum of money and emphasized how Scarr was worth much more. Keisha has since taken to Instagram stories to show how Gucci paid for, which include flowers as well as $20,000 in total funeral expenses. Okay, we look at that there. 20,000 total. Let's see. This is. Look at here. Yep, those two different ones. Now, here's the thing, and I'm going to say this because I don't know this man's Scar's sister, but if she did that, she's a scumbag. First of all, let me stop sharing this. First of all, Gucci Mane don't owe your brother, didn't owe him to pay for his funeral. That's his family's job. Now, supposedly he's worth $1.6 million. Where the fuck that money went? Where the fuck $1.6 million go? If he had $1.6 million and he was at his girlfriend's house, or somebody should have got access to his money to pay for his fucking funeral. That wasn't Gucci Mane's job. That's his family's job. Now, I understand the man was 22. If he was 35 or 40, something like that, then I would be getting on Big Scarr, but not having life insurance, and a way to pay for his own funeral. But he's 22. I'll give him a little grace because he's 22. Who's thinking of, unless you're just a depressed person, you're not thinking about deletion at 22. Okay? So if he passed away, that wasn't Gucci Mane's job to pay for the funeral. That was supposed to be his family's job. I don't care if he was signed to that record label. Okay? I don't care if he was signed to the record label. That's his family's job to do that. His uncle and possibly his sister. But if you going to, not only did you try to say that Gucci didn't pay, then you tell he paid $10,000, and you want to scoff at that and say that's not big money. Chick, you tripping. If this is true, that's bullshit. Nobody has to pay for your fucking brother's funeral. The person supposed to do that is his family. That means you, your uncle, you, the uncle, father, mother, y'all supposed to pay for that funeral. And he had $1.6 million. Yeah. Y'all supposed to get that 1.6 and pay for that fucking funeral. Or you pay for it, and then when y'all get his money, then you get the money back. That's not Gucci Mane's job to pay for his funeral. If he offered to do it, great. If he didn't, oh well. That's not Gucci Mane's job. And the fact that she thought that was his job makes me fucking ill. It ain't his fucking job. And this kind of blood, and I'm assuming Big Scarr is black. This is what makes black women look bad. Like you entitled to something. You ain't entitled to shit. That was his thing. He passed away. That's your family's job. It would have been his wife if he had one. And then if he didn't have one, it was up to you. It's not Gucci Mane's job to do it. And the fact that he did pay, and it took his wife to show that he did it, and that makes you a scumbag. And if that family did not thank Gucci Mane for doing that, then they are fucking scumbags too. They ain't worth shit. And this is why, like when people talk about community, and I'm looking at you like you retarded, because this is the things you get. Like he owes them something. He don't owe that family nothing. He signed them. That was his employee. He paid him for his work, and that's all he owed them. That's like if I work for the prison, I pass away, and and my family expecting my warden to pay for my funeral. That's not his job. That's why I have life insurance for. Now, when my mother passed away, a lot of people from the shift I worked put some money in. And they asked me, because a lot of them didn't know, I didn't tell nobody. When she passed, I really didn't tell nobody. The only people I told was my lieutenant at the time, because I got to tell him so I can take the time off. And the HR department, I had to tell them too, so I can get the time. That's the only people I told. Nobody knew. They knew my mother was sick, but they didn't know she passed until I came back to work. And I was gone for, I think, 2 weeks. And that's when I told everybody, I didn't really want to talk about it, but they asked, so I told them. And that's when one day I came to work and they gave me this, it was like $200-300. They raised stuff for me. And I was very appreciative. And I was like, no, don't leave. We got something for you. And they gave me the money. And I was very appreciative for that. They gave me cards, well wishes, and that was very touching. But that it wasn't on them to pay if it for my mother's funeral, and if I pass away, it's not on the job of my warden to pay for my funeral. Now, if he decides to have a fundraiser for me, if I could not pay for it, then that's something. Or he just say, "Look, I got the money. I pay for it myself." If that's a blessing, but it's not required. And for her and her fucking family to think that Gucci Man owes them to pay for this man's funeral, they are insane. That whole family's fucking insane. And if they didn't even give him much of a thank you, they all scumbags. And and I don't want to say what I want to say, but I put it this way: it would not be pretty. What I'm really thinking right now, because it kind of reminded me like my ex mother-in-law and her mother, and what her brothers said to her and did to her. And for them, I wish a long, painful deletion. For them, I wish for a long, painful deletion because I know that woman and I know what sacrifices she done. She did stuff for me that I can never repay. And for them to do that to her, I was hoping for a painful deletion for them. I told my ex-wife, I told her that. I said, I wish for a painful deletion for them. I don't say that to a lot of people, for a lot of people, but for them, yeah. Hell, I had that for my brother when he ran off when my mother was sick. I was hoping for a painful deletion for him. I got over that. We we rectified it. We kind of, forgiven that because he told me that he couldn't handle it, and I understood. Doesn't change the fact he ran out when we needed him, but I understand. I understand his mentality. But these two, what they did to my ex mother-in-law, yeah, I was hoping for a painful deletion. I really do. It's slow, painful deletion. You know, and for these people, they did that. The Gucci man. If this is true, because this is rumors. If y'all didn't so much give a thank you, I'm close to saying I wish for a painful deletion for your fucking family. You would do shit like this to a man who really didn't have to do that. It's your fucking job, and you don't want to fucking do your job, and you expect him because he got money. That's just kind of like I remember the game had a situation where I think one of his cousins passed away, and they expected him to pay for the funeral just because he had money. He told them, "No, I'm not doing that." And they was like, "Well, he should have." No, it was not his job neither. That's your job. That's your family. That's your son. You bury him. Now, if he chooses to do so, great. But you are not expecting someone to do something that's your family's position. You know? But that's how some black people are. Well, that's how some people are, period. I'm not even going to put that on black people. There's some people who are like that, period. They think you've got money, that you are obligated to pay for whatever problems they have, including someone's passing. That's not how that works. If you ask them, great. If they do it, if they don't, oh well. That's what you get life insurance for. Burial insurance. That's what you get that for. So they can take care of stuff like this. You are not depend on someone hoping, and even if they got money. My family got money, but I'm not expecting. I was not expecting them to pay for my mother's funeral. And my mother wasn't expecting to pay for her funeral. That's why she got burial insurance, life insurance. She did not want the thing that happened to my dad and the mess that was his passing to happen to her. She prepared for that. Now again, I can't get mad at him at Big Scarr because he was 22. He was a young man. And the way he passed away, he overdosed on pain medicine. I don't know if he did that intentionally. Maybe he did not. So I'm not even going to get on him for not having life insurance. But I can sure get on his fucking family for that. That's y'all job to make sure that he can be buried. That's not Gucci Man's job. And if you think that it was, you're fucking scumbags. And I'm close to saying I wish for a painful long deletion for you, for y'all, all of y'all. I'm close, especially if you didn't give him so much of a thank you. You're not oh shit. But that's the problem with some of our people. They think you got money, you're supposed to come back and help the community. No, you help your own fucking problems. That's why some people don't want to help you. You think like they owe you. The people who successful and got out the hood supposed to come back. No. If they choose to do so, great. If they don't, they don't. You're supposed to get yourself out of your own fucking problems. And if you can't tough it and you can't get yourself out of your problem, that's your fucking problem. Maybe you deserve to just be waste away. You're just a waste piece. You're a waste of space. So many people are just wastes of space. I have some in my family waste of space. That's why some of them I don't deal with. You and I don't care if you're a family. I don't mean I got to deal with you. I don't have to rock with you. I don't got to deal with you. I don't have to rock with you. And if you get yourself in some shit, well, that's you. Now, if I'm gracious enough to help you, that's one thing. But I'm not obligated to do shit for family. Especially ain't do shit for me. It's my good graces if I do so. If I don't, that's your ass. That's what it is. So, it's props to Gucci for doing it, you know, but he didn't have to do that. That man had $1.6 million. Where that money went? I bet you it was trying to help these motherfuckers. I bet you. But that's how family do you. That's how some black people do you. Hell, that's how some people in society do you. Sad. That's why people turn cold. People don't you wonder why people turn the coons and shit like that. Like, why not? You're not helping. You come tell them they owe the community something when the community didn't lift a finger to help them, and you tell them they owe the community. I don't owe them shit. People don't owe the community nothing. If you help that person out, then yeah, I can understand them wanting to help you. It's a give and take. But some people, it's not give and take. They take, you give. That's why you got to be your own person, especially as a black man. You got to be your own person. So people won't just take from you, and then want to shame you for wanting something in return. It's a give and take. It's not take, and not give, and you just. It's a give and take. Community helps a person, person helps the community. That's how it's supposed to be. But in our community, it's kind of different. It's like black men give, and people just take. Well, we went through slavery. We went through this. We ain't we don't know no better. No, f that. That's just like what happened with Deion Sanders. You had some of these pro blacks talking about, well, Deion supposed to help the community. Where's the responsibility of the community to help fucking Deion? Where the fuck is the community's response to help him out? You want somebody to build for you, help them. Oh, they don't know no better. F that. They know better. When they want to protect somebody, they will. When they want to help somebody build, they will. They will help people that they fucking like. The people they don't like, they will try to destroy them. And you wonder why, hey, they don't want to be no fucking leader. Why some of these black men don't want to be fucking leaders. Because look at the things you get. They don't want to help the community. Look at the things they get. Oh, they coons. Look at what the things they get. Look at the things they get for that. And you wonder why they run over to the other side. They know the knife coming. You don't help them. Anybody person can do for themselves. Yeah, but what they'll tell you, well, he didn't stay there long. He didn't stay there enough. The man's sick. He got health issues. Well, he knew what he was doing. So did they. And you think they gave a damn? No. So they didn't give a damn. Why should he? When he got the best opportunity, was best for him and his family and his health, because the man's not young and he has health issues. You want him to suffer through all this stuff and mess up his health? And these people don't want to do stuff for themselves and they want to tear him down. They want to steal from his kids. That's why sometimes, like I said, sometimes just don't like I don't like some of these pro blacks. I really don't. I really hate some of these pro blacks. I really, especially online. I hate some of these people. For real. They just make me fucking ill. Because it's all about what they don't they give the community so many excuses for bullshit. Well, they didn't have no. At this point, it's 2023. There is no excuses. Either you're gonna help build something, or you're just gonna lay there and wallow in your own filth. Nobody got time to try to teach you nothing. You know better. In 2023, they know better. They know who they want to help and who they don't. So it's either shit or get off the pot. If you want better, you're gonna help with the builders to build better. If you don't, you just don't, and get the fuck out the way. And whatever happened, happened, Captain. That's how I feel about it. And as black men, that should be your response. They want to help me build, great. If they don't, get the fuck out my way. Man, woman, child, whatever race, I don't care. Either you're gonna help me build, or you're gonna get the f out the way, or I will move you out the way. That's how it has to be for your fucking sanity. Otherwise, you're gonna be raging on YouTube, crying on YouTube, aka Ricky Williams, crying because he became a stepdad. He do the family stuff, but he didn't get the validation of women that didn't give a fuck about him. Or you raging on fucking YouTube, angry at the whole society, and then now you want to go pop off at everybody. Sorry, that's not healthy. And for your own sanity as a black man, it's either you're gonna help me build or you get the f out the way. You're gonna help me build for myself and whoever's around me, or you get the f out the way. And if I got to move you, so be it. I don't care if you friends, family, whoever. Get the f out my way. I don't owe you nothing. If I didn't take from you, I don't owe you nothing. And anybody got a problem with that? No problem. Don't hang with me. Oh, you anti-black. All right. Oh, you a coon. Okay, I'll take that. You hate black women. Okay, cool. Just stay the f out my way. Just well, clearly, if you look at the picture here, you look at the picture over here. And I don't hate black women. Matter of fact, I'll tell you a little secret. I went to the AVN, even though I did take pictures with white women. The primary women I wanted to take with was black women, primarily. I wasn't just looking for white women. I was primarily looking for black women. I didn't care that light skin, dark skin. I don't care. As long as you're a beautiful woman, black woman, I'm taking a picture with you. It's just how it was. So that's why I tell you, I don't hate black women. I don't hate black men. I don't hate white people. I don't hate nothing. But I'm not gonna obsess over them. I'm not gonna come over here angry and yelling and screaming about them every 24/7. That's not gonna help. It's not gonna help black men. How's it gonna help you? Me screaming about angry about women, what they do and not doing. That's not gonna help you. Angry and yelling and screaming about black men, what they do and not doing. Well, how is it gonna help you? As a black man, how are they gonna help you? All I can tell you is prove for yourself. Stop worrying about these women. Give you a purpose for yourself and build your own legacy outside of everybody else. And if they hate you for it, so be it. They think you lame, so be it. If they fucking think you're a coon, so be it. As long as they ain't touching you, as long as they ain't trying to ruin your reputation, so be it. I would rather personally, I'd rather be by myself than hang with a bunch of fake ass people that will turn on you in a drop of a hat. That's how I feel about that. And that's why, like I said, I'm not the red pillar. I'm not blue pillar. I'm a black pillar. If if I go by pills, that's the pill I'm gonna go with. And the reason I go with that pill, because I move, I adjust to the environment that I'm in, and I move accordingly. I don't demonize women. I don't demonize men. They're human beings. I don't demonize white folks. I don't demonize all these people. They're human beings. I just move accordingly. I know what they're capable of. I know what they're not capable of. And I move accordingly. I know what I can expect. It's the more hope for the best, expect the worst. And I'm always expecting the worst out of people, especially in this society. That's the only way you can keep from being insane. It's the only way. Because if you don't, like I said, you end up self deleting or deleting everybody else. Ain't the way to go. That's not what you want your legacy to be, you know. But anyway, let me get out of here. Thank you, Psycho Candy, for coming through. Um, and remember, black men, look, be your own man. Don't don't hate these people. Don't let that hate. Well, let me backtrack. If you're gonna hate and be angry, use that to fuel yourself so you can build on something and build your legacy. Use that as fuel to build your legacy. Don't use it. Don't have it and let it consume you. Because then you'll be doing crazy stuff like going on a subway and shooting people. Or you'll be going online yelling and screaming. Or you're gonna go out there and delete your baby mama or delete some other women, some other guys. What's the point in that? That's what you want your legacy to be? That's not what your legacy should be. It should be a it should be at the very least neutral or positive legacy. Something that you can look back on and proud. And that's what it should be. But anyway, Psycho Candy, thank you for coming through. Yeah, take care. Yeah, take care, my brother. So I'm gonna get out of here. And remember, black men, be powerful or be powerless. The choice is yours. Yeah, have a good one. Like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.